Day, night, hour, tide, time, work, play, alone, in company. Still, my care has been to have her matched. And now, having provided a gentleman of noble parentage, of fair domains, youthful, nobly trained, stuffed, as they say, with honorable parts, proportioned as one's thought would wish a man. And then, to have a wretched, puling fool, a whining mammoth, in her fortune's tinder, to answer, I'm not wed. I cannot love. I am too young. I pray you, pardon me. But if you will not wed, I'll pardon you. Graze where you will.
You shall not house.
Then you shall not house with me. Look to it. Think on it. I do not use to jest. Lay hand to heart. Advise. Thursday is near. If you be mine, I'll give you to my friend. And if not, beg. Starve. Die on the streets. For, by my soul, I'll ne'er acknowledge thee. Trust to it. Bethink you. I'm not equal sworn.
Sing. Very good. You're good. Good. How do you feel?
And shit.
Why? What reasons?
I'm having to tap into a level of anger that I don't want to go into.
Okay.
Lord Capulet wants to murder Romeo. They're here. So he's taking his anger out on them.
Uh-huh.
But it's that.
Do you, yeah. Do you think for the audience to get how angry you are, Donnie literally has to go that deep, you think?
I think it works. I don't know.
It works if you do it, but what about the possibility where you change your mindset and instead of putting so much mental pressure on you, the actor, you literally just use tactile things like screaming, angry face, scary gestures, and it'll read almost identically to the audience. If you use your external body and like real tactile things and your voice to act this anger, but you, Donnie, don't literally have to feel that angry. Consider that as an option. If you just tweak your mindset a little bit, then it might not feel so overwhelming or like gargantuan of a feat, you know? And then you won't be as tired afterwards. Because I imagine you're like relatively tired right now from doing it. Yeah, I was gonna say. I don't want to say exhausted, but I would imagine that you're pretty tired. So think, maybe alter your mindset a little bit and consider that option. I think speeding it up is going to help you with that. And that's my main note. You have the general tempo right when you're saying the words, but there's a lot of air in between lines or in between phrases. And there's two lines in particular that I really need you to speed up and drive through to the end. It's the second line, day, night, hour, tide, time, work, play. That should build. Instead of slowing down, that should get stronger every time. Like, you say the first two perhaps slowly, but then, you're just repeating more and more things. So you're like, da, 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 and then the other time is when the exact same things happen. And you be not, hang, beg, starve, die in the streets. That should build. It can start out slow, but instead of slowing down for dramatic effect, it should speed up and build for dramatic effect. So definitely speed up in those two lines, but I think the whole thing, don't allow yourself so much thinking time in between. He's angry. He's not going to be mentally sound and stop and think about things. He's going to say things as they come to him. Yeah? It's chaos in his brain. He's saying whatever is coming to his mind right now. So let's try it, and without complicating anything else, let's just speed it up and see what happens. Take out the air in between the lines.
Okay.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Okay. It wasn't safe. And I was also going to say that it was actually very excellent that you sparked such a hysterical reaction from Bosley and Young, because that means you had a very effective, jarring entrance. Because when my theater is also doing Romeo and Juliet, I'm not in that one this summer, but my friend Alan is playing Capulet, and they cut it in a way that he has some lines before this, but they cut it down. So his entrance is on God's bread. So he comes flying through these doors from his home. It's an outdoor theater, so he comes flying through the doors, and he walks out onto the stage, and he just screams, "God's bread!" and starts circling her, and just starts like, da 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 da, like flying through, like there's no tomorrow. And it's great, like the audience wakes up, because we've seen right before this, just like Lady Capulet and Juliet, like kind of mother-daughter fighting, but then Capulet like storms in and like takes over. It's like patriarchy at its strongest, for sure. Like, just think about climax. Think about rising action and climax within this monologue. Where is the climax?
One quick learning moment for us. So if you're acting, what is the person? You know when there's the scene in the guy's head and you see this guy talking? What is this person doing? Is he staring at that person in the eyes, just blank?
On film?
Yeah.
Usually, yeah.
Just staring in the eyes, blank. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, I mean sometimes he'll react.
I definitely just see like a head usually, and someone's talking like right here. Yeah.
You mean when they're doing like over the shoulder?
Like not crossing the line thing?
It depends on the actor. Hopefully if the actor is like on your side and is willing to help you out, they'll actively react for you.
So I should react.
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
It'll help him. Sometimes if it's an asshole actor, they'll just like sit there and look at you and you're like, thanks.
So that's what I thought I was supposed to do.
No, feel free to react. But
Okay.
I think last week I gave you guys the notes to calm down a little bit because they were going like pretty physically far with it, and now they're just like giving him what he needs. So yeah, you can react definitely.
Okay.
Just like don't draw focus, I guess.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. So speed it up. Think about how rising action works, but keep that opening. I love it. It's perfect.
It makes me mad! Day, night, hour, tide, time, work, play. Alone in company, and still my care have been having her matched. And now, having provided a gentleman of noble parentage, of fair domains, youthful, nobly trained, stuffed, as they say, with honorable parts, proportioned as one's wish would be of a man. And then, to have a wretched, puling fool, a whining mammoth in her fortune's tender? To answer, I'm not wed. I cannot love. I'm too young. I pray you, pardon me. But if you will not wed, I'll pardon you. Graze where you will. You shall not house me. Think to it. Look on it. I do not use to jest. Lay hand on heart. Rise. If you'll be mine, I'll give you to my friend. And if you not, beg, starve, die in the streets. Or, by my soul, I'll never acknowledge thee, nor what is mine will never do thee good. Trust it. Bethink you. I'll not